Hey guys, good morning. As you know, I'm not here today, so I thought I would take a minute to walk you through exactly where you need to go to find the information you need to complete today's lesson. You should have already completed the grammar maintenance for today, which you should have been given to by the substitute. We will go over the answers to that grammar maintenance at our next class. After you've completed grammar maintenance, you should be watching this video, which is going to show you how to complete the rough draft of the RAFT assignment for today. So the RAFT assignment is based off of the mustache, which we've read the last two classes. We looked a little bit at the chart for the mustache, so you could see what you needed to accomplish, but I thought I'd just walk you through it a minute today to make sure everybody's clear about what you need to do before the end of today's class. So the lesson plans for today you should have found in this folder. And so I tried to bold each thing that you need to make sure you do. So please make sure you're following this list completely. To find what you need to do for today's specific lesson, you need to scroll down to Audience and Purpose and click on the mustache. And then we've already done all of this stuff here. If you need to refer back to the story, maybe you forget it or you were absent and didn't read part of it, you can look at that right here. But today we're going to click on the MoustacheRAFT PDF right here. Now you're going to get the chart that we looked at last time. I picked the topic for this assignment, and the topic for everyone is going to be the importance of treating senior citizens respectfully and with understanding. So no matter what you do, this is going to be your purpose. You know, we're doing audience and purpose this unit, so your purpose is going to be sharing this topic with your reader. But you have some choices of how you're going to do that. You are going to pick your role, which is the point of view or perspective you're coming from. You're going to pick who your audience is in your assignment, and you're going to pick the format or way you're going to show the topic. So you can be Mike's mom in this one. You can still be Mike if you want. You can be Nana in this one, but I am going to caution you that if you choose to be Nana, you better not use your role as Nana to make fun of Nana or be disrespectful about her condition. You should honestly do it from the senior citizen perspective and do a good job of being respectful from that point of view. The other person you can be is the nurse or juice lady. When you're writing about the importance of treating senior citizens respectfully and with understanding, you can write to another character in the story other than yourself, other than your role. You can write to the nursing home or hospital staff in general. You can write to a politician, or you can write to your younger sibling, meaning what you would write to a younger person than yourself about this topic. Then you're going to choose the way you want to communicate it. You could write an advice column, like for a newspaper. Excuse me. You could, so I expect it to look like an advice column. You could write a speech as if you were going to give a speech to your class or to, depending on who your audience is, to an audience member of those types of people. So audience of your younger siblings, an audience of your politicians, etc. You could write it as a diary entry, which means you would be doing it for yourself. Or you could do it as a brochure. But if you do it as a brochure, you need to make sure that it looks like a brochure. Same with the diary entry. It should look like a diary entry when you do it. So you're going to pick one thing from each column, and you don't have to go straight across. You can pick one role from the top row and, something from farther down. So you could be Mike's mom with an audience of politicians writing a speech. But you're going to make sure your purpose is the importance of treating senior citizens respectfully and with understanding. You do need to do a brainstorm in your writer's notebook, and you do need to date it with today's date, 10/3. After you do the brainstorm in your writer's notebook, then you should move to your iPad and do a typed rough draft of this assignment. Once you've completed your typed rough draft, you need to print this and bring it to the next class. You will not be given an opportunity to print at the beginning of next class. So if you think there's a possibility that you might not be able to print at home, please make sure you print before you leave class. Also, please make sure you look at all the agenda items that I put on there. I tried to make sure I thought of everything. So if you have any questions, please consult that. And if you still have questions, you can feel free to email me or message me on Schoology. Thanks. I hope you have a good day and you get this completed before I see you next class.